thank you, Mo. Congratulations. We're so proud of you and so blessed by you. Well, as I sit here, so honored. Our friendship goes back just not because of Arbonne. We had met in a Bible study group that I led out of my house. And actually a gal introduced us and said, you need to meet this girl. She just moved to Reno and you just moved here and you guys are a lot alike. And when my husband was in the hospital, the first person that called me really had a lot going on in her life then. And if you know her close, you'll know what that was. And here this woman reached out to me and brought me a meal to my family when my husband was in the hospital and close to death there. And she took care of me and ministered to me and nurtured me. And I knew from the day I met her that this was the business for her. But she didn't know it right away. And you guys, she moved away. I stayed in Reno. She moved down here. And she relaunched herself. And every single person I saw when she got out of the car tonight, I know so many of you know her. She has a heart, a huge heart for everybody. I went to the lunch today and the guy comes out, the owner, and he goes, oh, you know, yeah, we love Ruvi. She's like the best. And she's like the best. And that's not because she's like a great customer. I mean, I know you're a great customer and you like that food and we still have garlic bread. But we were using some good stuff today to get rid of it. But really, because she touches hearts wherever she goes, you guys. So this is a very inspiring story of the bamboo tree. And it's much like your Arbonne journey, Ruvi. You've had faith, belief, and persistence even when you couldn't see it. You trusted and believed in your dreams. And as we know, the story of the bamboo plant is that it takes years to grow. You water it, you soil it, and while everything around it grows and blooms, you still don't see any hope for it. Maybe you planted those beautiful tomato plants or basil garden, whatever, and you're looking out there and you're going, wow, everything else is moving. Kind of reminds me of what Mo was talking about, and then you look and you go, I don't know, it's not working, and you look and here goes the iPad, sorry. Okay, and so what you don't know is what's happening in the roots underground. It's building a strong root system that will last a lifetime. In year 5 of the bamboo tree, it goes from a strong, stable root system to a 90-foot high tree with all sorts of growth and beauty. This is also the story of stability, structure, and maturity, and humility. I truly believe that Arbonne brings strength into our lives, either through the process of building ourselves and others up, the people we meet and the lives we have the opportunity to change, the faith we may develop through the relationships we build, and the personal growth we have the blessing to experience along the journey. Over the past 3 years, I have learned that this business is not about the paycheck. It's not about the title, though it's nice, the car, wonderful, or even necessarily the choices it gives us or others in life. It is the personal growth that we experience that allows us to stand up like skyscrapers and never fall despite life's challenges, disappointments, tragedies, or the other many things that would otherwise shake us to the core and blow us over. In becoming a successful entrepreneur, Ruvi, she has grown her team, she has grown herself. Remember to always be watering your tree, plant your roots, and build your foundation. This is for you as you watch this grow and you nurture it. It's surrounded with frogs, which to me means fully rely on God, F-R-O-G. So that's for you. There's one other thing that I have for you that I want you to open up, because this signifies something for you. Here, I'll help you. Okay. What this says, it says, if you can dream it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it. But turn it to the other side. Ruvi, this is a measure, what's it called, a ruler? Sorry. I told you I hated school. My kids are always, get the ruler thing, whatever. Okay, Ruvi, you did exactly this. You believed and you achieved it. But right now, you can't even measure the difference you have made in others' lives. You had a vision, and you made it a reality. You did it with courage and determination. You did it with character and self-discipline. And most of all, you did it with style. we have to laugh because we were getting ready for the mirror today, and I'm like really tall. No, we don't call me big, right? We say, well, I'm tall, and then I said, you're short. She goes, no, I'm petite. I go, okay, good. So we can say, I have blonde hair, she has dark hair, and then I'm tall and she's petite, and we're so opposite, but we have such the same hearts and love for people. So I'm so honored here, and I want to say crazy humor too.
See now why I have so much fire in my belly. It's Kristen Walter. She's absolutely amazing. First of all, it is Molly Gallio's fault, if I can say her name, that I am going to have a Mercedes-Benz. Molly, I just want to thank you for sharing Arbonne with me. Molly and I, we met at the women's group in our Bible study, and I met Kristen first in our church retreat, and Molly lived a block away from me. I had a corporate sales background of 20 years, and I had quit my job because we had owned a franchise, and we moved to Reno, you guys. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I just thought, what in the world are we doing? I don't know anyone up there. I was living in, anxiety and fear. I thought I was going to be able to relax in my beautiful home in Lafayette, and it didn't happen that way, And you just never know what's on the other side. I have a 22, 18, and a 10-year-old, and my 22-year-old was born with a congenital defect, and his leg was amputated at birth. You guys, I have a deep knowledge of prosthetics and orthotics. It was my dream to have another vehicle. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know. All I knew was I'd love to serve people. I'd love to help people. And I'd love to reach deep in people's hearts. And I didn't know. And here, Mo Jordan, I congratulate you. All our late night calls. Love you, sister. Mo and I shared our journey together. We were at Areas in Paradise. We earned a trip up there. And I tell you, we were placed together. We didn't know each other, and we shared our hearts. And if I can tell each and every person here why you're in this room, it is for a purpose. It is for a purpose. It's to hear our message. And I love what Micheline says, is everyone has a quiet desperation. We do. It's silent. Sometimes we share it with our close friends, and sometimes we don't. I climbed the corporate ladder. I had a very successful career. I made 6 figures, and I was willing to give it all up because I was always trading, my time, always, and burning candles at both ends. And my son was 16 years old at the time, and I knew that I had to get ready to transition him into adulthood. So this was my chance to do this. So I moved to Reno, and Molly, this certainly has transformed my life. It really has. And I just thank both of you for being so patient. So patient, because my timing wasn't right back then. But by golly, when I picked up the phone and called my friends, they were so interested. The business actually took off before I was even ready. It did. It took off. And I had some life events happen, and I gained some weight along the way. If you guys have seen my before and after picture, 24 pounds is what I gained. I come from a gourmet chef family, and so I could whip it up. And whip myself right up is what I did. And 24 pounds I lost and 4 inches off my waistline, because of this Arbonne journey, because of all the support. I salute my sideline sisters here. I've never, ever felt like a sideline to every one of you up here in the front row. And all my sideline sisters that always shout out to me, I thank you. Dr. Vera Packard back there, you're awesome, checking in with me all the time. And my team, oh my gosh, my team. We've locked arms, certainly have locked arms. Melissa, thank you for sharing Arbonne with your family and friends. Oh, you've grown a tremendous team. And we are together for a reason, you know that. And I just want to say also to my childhood friends, my best friend Ren, who's here to support me. I finally did it, Ren! I also want to say that I think the Arbonne gals here, and Melanie, thank you for hosting our celebration, and I love this book that you gave me on how successful people think. Good thinkers are always in demand. A person who knows how may always have a job, but the person who knows why will always be his boss. Good thinkers solve problems. They never lack ideas that can build an organization, and they always have hope for a better future. You guys, I could have given up so many times. I had all the excuses, Micheline knows. And, you know, I look back at this journey and I think about, you know, what was really hard, you guys, was a 3-hour commute, round trip to my corporate job, getting on a plane and going to a location that I didn't want to be with. You know, I didn't want to be there. And the people that you have to deal with sometimes is not so pleasant. And I love that this job is tied into my own values and my ethics and my beliefs. Like, I didn't even know this existed. Did you guys know this existed? It's crazy, you know? And I really encourage each and every one of you to find out what your why is. You know, why you are in this business. Because I tell you what, mine was so strong. My why was so strong in that I want to help people. I want to help people create a lifestyle because I believe that each and every one of you are meant for greatness. We are. I know I'm meant for greatness. I know I'm meant to be in your life for a reason. Whether to encourage you, inspire you, you can give me a call, whatever. It doesn't matter. We have all locked arms in this room at one time or another. And I just want to say congratulations to my team. I am so proud of each and every one of you. I'm looking forward to taking you all to the top.